What up, YouTube? I'm Anwar,
I'm Keith.
and welcome to the WAR Room.
Where today we're gonna. I don't know what we're talking about.
All right.
I'm ashamed.
I swear I told you.
I was texting on Snapchat. Millennials. I'm sorry. I'll get you an avocado.
I like avocado.
See?
All right, so today what we're talking about, since I'm the only one that seems to know what's going on, we're going to jump right into it. Yeah, said yesterday it's going to get ugly with Zeke.
Yes.
And now today I look on some social media outlet. Now there's supposedly some sex tapes that are being involved and possibly used as some type of blackmailing device.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you're hitting it right on the head, man.
Yeah, supposedly, I'm sorry. She has several sex tapes of her and Elliot. They got some text messages of her and a friend, and she was saying how she was going to put them out, to blackmail them, and that she wanted to put them out. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't mean that he didn't hit her. Like, none of that means he didn't hit her. But it's just crazy. It's down to who do you believe more. Me, I believe him more because of, the lies she's told, the text messages, all of that, things that she's reportedly said to him and told her friends. But it's one of the things you just gotta have to have faith in the justice system. Hopefully he can get Jesus Christ. Hopefully he can get reduce to 4 games and just let this whole thing just go. Because now it's almost starting to become a circus.
Yeah, we better nip it in the bud before
It's
it
like
gets too out of hand.
it's almost as if every time they mention how the police didn't find anything, she comes up with,
Right.
This. Oh, it was this. Oh, it was this. It's just something else. It's like,
wow, that was funny and ironic as hell. That, like you said, he's probably gonna have to let the system take its due process. But it goes back to what I said. Also before I even go there, I really would like to know the background as far as, like, they said it was his girlfriend. How long had it been his girlfriend? How did he know her? Did he know from Ohio State? What was their interaction? That type of stuff.
Yeah.
To really be able to come up with like a real concise answer. But based on what I'm seeing from the outside, it goes back to what I said about knowing who you're dealing with.
Yes.
Knowing who you're interacting with. How it can set in paranoia. You can make bad decisions. And you see, unfortunately, time and time again with a lot of these athletes, they get jammed up in these situations where it's like, here's another one talking about an assault or some type of leveraging. And I don't want to say, hold on, let me back up. I'm not saying that the assaults don't happen, because we obviously know those happen. Yeah. But you also have these circumstances where somebody's falsified some type of interaction as a means of getting money out of you and all these other things. And this is looking more and more like the same. Because like you said, they didn't find anything. And now she's pulling out possible sex tapes and, going back to I'll ruin your career. That just shows to some degree that was like, that probably was your motive going in.
Yeah.
Just right off the rip, like, all right, I'm going to find one of these athletes and or whatever.
It probably was, she had been with him for a while when he had much money. Now he getting $30 million. He don't want to be with me no more. Okay, so I'm going to do this.
I guess, like I said, I have to know the interaction. Because if it's somebody that's like, yeah, he's known her for a long time, then we talking about, layers of a relationship per se. But if it's somebody, he met her 6 months ago, sounds like she's trying to hit a lick.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, not always, you get these situations where people do get taken advantage of. And but in light of the other decisions he was making as well, having other cases, having other things that he was having to deal with in the legal system, this definitely doesn't help his situation at all. And like you said, to be fair, that doesn't mean that he didn't hit him, but, we really don't know. Yeah, it's just getting ugly, though. He better just...
you can do, man, stay broke.
Yeah. the more money you make, the more problems you got. Apparently,
that's
but
why
that can work the other way too, though.
I ain't gotta worry about it. I got $2 in my pocket.
Ain't nobody trying to take your money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah, you don't got much.
Yeah, I got $2, a bus token, and a jawbreaker.
What kind of jawbreaker?
Got
All right. Well, you thought I was gonna ask for it? Okay,
yeah.
fair enough. I was.
I want to keep my. That's it. That's all I got. So,
See, that's all
stay
you
broke.
Yeah, stay broke. Yeah. So, like you said, it's probably just gonna. You think it's gonna end before the season is over? I mean, that season is over before the preseason ends. How do you think this is gonna pan out? It's gonna be dealing with this for a while.
I think by the time he gets back, it'll be swept under.
No, I'm saying as far as before they come up with a decision on his appeal.
They should have one by the end of the preseason.
Mm.
And then once he come back, like I said, nobody's really gonna remember. You go out there, 200-yard game, couple touchdowns. You know how fans are.
Yeah, I don't think anyone really cares about this at all.
Yeah.
I mean, people.
It's sad because you think of the actual, she's
Right.
an alleged victim, but you think about the actual victims and how the fans really don't care. It's kind of messed up.
And that's what I'm saying right there. Yeah, because there's been other domestic abuse cases or incidences with supposed physical assault, and we still watch football like nothing happened. So it's just, if it is true, it's just one in many cases, which makes it's that whole irony of the whole situation because, on one end, we can be so offended by stuff, but then in that same light, just continue to condone it in some fashion. Like I talked about with the Colin Kaepernick thing, like if they boycott, I like football, but I'm so pro what he's doing because it's a real thing in our community, but I like football. So it's like with this, nothing's going to really change. Whether it's he's guilty, not guilty, he gets a suspension, he's out, football's still going to go on, So yeah, like I said, I hope it works out for you, Zeke. Hopefully this doesn't get any messier than what it potentially is going to be with these sex tapes. I mean, hopefully it plays in your favor to show like she's digging, but hopefully this just all works out and you're able to continue your career and move forward. But yeah, man, he got a little bit of stuff going on right now. So just hopefully he can maintain and best of luck to you.
Yeah, hope nothing for the best for him.
And in other news, man, the Dolphins lost another guy. Another injury. My boy Tony Lippett, Michigan State wide receiver.
Yep.
He had a pretty solid career here, and he made the transition, and now he's a cornerback, where arguably the toughest position in the game.
Oh, yeah.
He started making some real strides last year. He had, I want to say, 42, 40, 44, somewhere around there, tackles, 4 interceptions. Suffers a torn Achilles. Another hit. So now you've got Lippett out for the season. Raekwon McMillan, arguably my favorite name in the game. Ohio State guy. I'm not loving that, but I love his game. He's out with a torn ACL. Their offensive guard or offensive lineman Ted Larson is out now with a torn bicep. And then Tannehill already, as we already know. So Dolphins were still probably the second best team in the AFC East. They made the playoffs last year. You didn't think they were going to make it before the injuries. This doesn't help their argument at all, huh?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucked.
Yeah, they're fucked.
Yeah, I mean, you're already seriously fucked when you got
Jay Cutler.
Yeah, Jay Cutler.
Yeah.
Now you're like,
the walls are closing in.
Yeah, you're fucked. They're fucked.
I mean,
it's and you never like to see a team,
you don't want to see guys get hurt.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, trust me, we've been through.
We've already got our two.
Yeah.
Right.
So you don't want to see guys get hurt, but I didn't have any faith in them making it when they got Cutler. I really don't have any faith in them.
Yeah, because he was a big piece for their team. He was really coming on, man.
Yeah.
So shout out to my man Tony Lippett, man. Hopefully he make a speedy recovery and everything works out, man. He able to continue your career. Because that Achilles injury was a tough injury, man. But just try to bounce back, man, and you take care of yourself. Another Michigan State guy, my man Malik McDowell, second round pick, Seattle, defensive lineman from Detroit, one of our best players. He had an unfortunate ATV accident, and apparently I've been reading all that. I'm hearing different stuff that he suffered some serious injuries. He had a concussion, multiple face injuries, and I don't know exactly what happened as far as the ATV. Obviously, he must have fell off. It sounds like they said he possibly suffered a concussion, and then I had read somewhere that he put a statement out that his stuff isn't as serious. He's okay. Apparently, he feels like he'll be ready for the season, but I'm hearing reports that he's going to be out for the season. Unfortunate situation. What are your thoughts on guys doing extracurricular activities like motorcycle riding and jet skiing? DeAndre let me flying out of a plane. It's ironic now because he's not with the team. But what is your thought about guys doing these other things?
Well, I mean, after, your season is over, you got some months in, before training camp and OTAs and all that stuff. For the first few months, you probably, do something. But, the closer, preseason and training camp starts, I think that most of that extracurricular, motorcycle riding, ATVs, skydiving, jumping off of bridges, and working out when they, play like basketball, that's a form of working out.
Right.
So I don't have a problem with that, but the extra shit, that kind of, you should probably stop that. You're more likely to get hurt in.
Right.
ATVs, snowboarding, whatever you're into, crazy stuff like that. You just need to stop.
Right.
Closer. If you do it right after you're not going to the playoffs, your season's over with.
Right.
Yeah, you can go and have a little fun, but when it starts to get closer, I think it's time to slow down and get back focused and
right.
Get ready to play football.
I'm kind of torn on this one because I don't want to sound insensitive or because everybody should be entitled to do what they want, live their life, and enjoy themselves. But Malik's in a different situation. You haven't played any NFL games. He wasn't supposed to leave. He was like, if he's not the third best pick in the draft, he was going to come back for a senior season. I'm not knocking any of his decisions. You got to take advantage of. He had some injuries last year, so he still went second round. You got to strike when the iron's hot. But the fact that you are a second round pick, your money's really not guaranteed. You're trying to make a name for yourself. You're in a great situation. You're in Seattle. And I don't know. If I'm an owner, I don't like it. Because we've seen this end really bad. And I can think of a lot of guys, whether it's, Ben Roethlisberger has gotten hurt. You think about in the basketball, Jason Williams, he got hurt. His career was over. Ben almost messed, like I said, with Ben, almost messing his career up. Seeing a guy like this, and now you're talking about this shit first year, you get hurt on the ATV, and now you're out for the season. I just don't think. I would have maybe just been. I don't know. I don't like it because now. I hope he pulls through, and I hope he's able to continue his career. But it's a lot at stake right now. You haven't even made your real money yet, and you're doing the ATV stuff. It's already hard enough on the ground. Like I said, everybody's. That's their prerogative. I'm not trying to judge nobody. But yeah, I don't like it. Yeah,
it's like I said, you can do some stuff. The season's over with. You can do some stuff, have some fun. Because they shouldn't be controlled.
Right.
But like I said, when the season starts getting closer, and for his case, the draft is getting closer, and
right.
You got drafted on a team. Okay, that's fine. Now training camp and all that stuff.
Right.
You shouldn't be doing any of that.
Right. Because he's a rookie. It's not like when we're not talking about a guy that's got his first big contract and then he got reckless. Like, you haven't even got on the field yet. Yeah. So, you're probably making somewhere in the not 6 digits, 100,000. Not 100,000, but in the, 6 digits, excuse me. Yeah. You're not making the millions yet. And you're not a lottery pick where you get that guaranteed money. Yeah. So I'm just thinking long term. I just really hope this doesn't really do anything to stagnate his career because I think he could be a phenomenal player. I wanted him in Detroit, homegrown guy, want nothing but the best for him.
Oh yeah.
But I just feel like even what you're saying before the season, after the season, I feel like if you're gonna commit yourself to that type of sport and what's at stake, you can't be riding motorcycles and skydiving and I mean, yeah, anything can happen. I get it. You can do it and nothing happened and everything works out fine. You can be at the beach and get bit by a shark. I mean, I get that whole concept, but I mean, what's at stake getting on an ATV, or what's at stake you playing around with the motorcycles or whatever. Even with JPP, man, I'm not lighting fireworks. I'm glad he's been able to come back.
Yeah.
But he must have been lighting some major stuff, and that's so old now. But you get what I'm saying. It's just luckily he's been able to bounce back and do his thing. But yeah, I just hate to see my man Malik like that, man. So yeah, hopefully you'll get well. I hope everything works out. I want just nothing for the best for you. But yeah, just be careful, man. Another guy on the whole other end of the spectrum with the injury stuff, and this is why my point even resonates even more with the savagery of the NFL. You hear about Ryan Matthews?
Oh yeah,
that's cold-blooded, man. Cold-blooded. For those of you who don't know who Ryan Matthews is, running back in the league a while, first-round pick out of Fresno. He clears his physical. He's always had some injury issues since he's been in the NFL. He's a good player, though. When he's out there, he can catch out the backfield. It's just always been a health thing. It is what it is. It's a rough sport. Really good player. You get cleared. You clear your physical, so you're healthy, and the Philadelphia Eagles cut you, so they don't have to pay you the money.
What the fuck? That's one of those where you just sit there.
Right.
What did I do?
Man, it's that's why they got to really get their union together, man, because some of the stuff that they got going on, that's why there's so much conflict in the NFL, because all the contracts are front loaded. They don't make any money on the back. You sign a 5-year deal, you're ready to negotiate by year 2 or 3. They can, there's no real guaranteed money. The violence of the sport, at any time you can end your career on any play. And, we're seeing all the findings with the medical issues. And, to see something like this that they could have cut him at any time. But if they would have cut him while he hadn't cleared his physical, they would have been obligated to pay him. I don't know all of the remaining part of his contract. I don't know the stipulations. But you had to pay him his money. So we just going to wait this out right before probably, I don't even know if Philadelphia played their first preseason game. I haven't been paying attention, but probably so. Preseason game 1, getting ready for the season, we just going to cut you. Yeah. Cold-blooded, man.
That's fucked up. Yeah, they really got to get their union together, man. That's just fucked up.
I mean, you've seen it on the other end where it's like guys will be locked into contracts and then they get hurt and then get cut, which is messed up.
It's even worse because you got guys that beat the abuse and all that. They don't get cut.
Right.
You didn't do anything wrong. You got hurt playing
a sport that people get hurt.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah.
You have to go.
And we're not paying you.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Basically.
Because you don't want to not get healthy. Mm-hmm. Just for the sake of if you want to play football and your livelihood. That's something you want to toy around with. And he gets healthy and then cut him.
Yes.
Yeah, so that, like I said, that goes back to, I used to kind of be torn about that. Like, man, these guys getting overpaid. Not hating on that, but like, man, these guys making a lot of money to play a sport. But, man, get that money now. Because now you see stuff like this. Them guys are getting the billionaire owners are getting paid. Get your money, man. I can't even be mad at that.
It's not they're getting paid to play a sport. They're getting paid for their talents.
Yeah.
Not because anybody can go out there and play football.
That's true.
You're getting paid
valid point
for your hard working talent and your God given talent.
Yep.
So, hey, but that get all the money you can get.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you gotta really almost have that mercenary mentality because, I mean, you've seen it so many times. These teams aren't loyal to these guys, clearly. I mean,
I don't care about them.
Yeah, what have you done for me lately?
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate, man, because, I like to see guys always cool when you see a guy start his career and, finish his career. You hate to see guys like Steve Smith and, he was sweet in Baltimore, but see him have to end his career a certain way. And, so yeah, just you got to get all your money, man. And, yeah, it's just a trip. Jay Cutler makes his debut, huh? Wow.
Yeah. Debut against the Ravens.
I didn't expect to go back to them, but yeah, he's not going to do anything. Yeah, they're done.
How many picks?
I say 1.
2.
You think he's going to be out there long enough to throw 2 picks?
2 is minimum.
Wow.
I think 3.
How long do you think they're going to keep him out there?
At least 3 plays.
You think he can do it?
This is Jay Cutler we're talking about.
True. Throw that ball up there and let it fly.
He would throw an interception just to,
Yeah.
just get out of the game. So
it's just crazy.
I don't have faith in him.
Crazy. Yeah, just happened to catch it on TV. But yeah, man, to round this one out, we just want to do a quick one. Shout out to my man, Hood Rich, Pablo, Juan. Getting signed by Gucci Mane. 10-17. Money, power, respect. Drug rich peso. Drug rich heck. Hood rich king. I'm loving it, man. For those of you who've been in a coma, Hood Rich Pablo Juan is probably my favorite rapper right now coming out of ATL Zone 6. Hood Rich got a lot of heat, man. He's got Auto One. He's got Designer Drugs 1, Designer Drugs 2, Guerrilla Warfare. Arguably my favorite of some of his work. Brand New Chop is one of the tracks on there. Strap on Me. I mean, he's just got a list, man. I can just pull it up real quick. I'm definitely messing with Hood Rich, man. A lot of people, like I said, he hasn't really, people that's really heavy in the mixtape game really know who he is. He's dope, man. He's Master Sensei. He just dropped a new album called South Dark. And he's got a picture of him in the Kenny Parker with a Louis Vuitton chain and his Money, Power, Respect chains and everything, man. So yeah, shout out to my man Pablo. I'm loving it, man. You've been grinding, dropping a lot of heat. Every time I need some new Pablo, it's there for me.
Oh yeah.
Getting ready to make some headway. Hopefully, your stuff work out with Gucci. I know you've been a big fan of his. Gucci been doing this thing for a while, putting them artists on down there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So shout outs to Gucci, Mr. Zone 6, Mr. East Atlanta Santa, Mr. 1017, Mr. Ray Davis, Mr. Ice Cream Cone. And that's Gucci Man has a lot of other.
Yeah, it's almost exhausting because he has more. But I see you got winded because that was like 9.
Really?
I don't know. I don't count that well.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like 6 or something.
Close enough. Yeah, it's just dope. It's just dope. I just can't wait. I'm excited because I'm like, yo, somebody needs to sign my man, Hood Rich Pablo Juan. I don't know what everybody's doing, but I've been fucking with him hard. I think he's the dopest out right now. Definitely coming out, especially with the whole the I don't want to call it mumble rap. I don't like the term. I mean, there is some mumble rap, but that's a whole other story. But as far as the trap rappers, yeah, Hood Rich is the dopest. Pablo Juan is the dopest one out. But Peso's nice. Drug Rich Heck is nice. So they got a nice little movement. They got my man Lil Dude with Trap Banana. That's a good album. They got a lot of heat coming out of there with the whole Hood Rich Keem, and he fucks with who's the other guy? Who's the other Hood Rich dude? Man, I can't think of his name. Who's the one that messes with Rick Ross? He's a beast too.
Oh man.
You know what I'm talking about. Damn, I can't think of his name. DJ Scream. Yeah, so he's a part of Hood Rich. So they got a lot of heat down there, man. So shout out to my man Hood Rich Pablo Juan, man. Congrats on your new record deal, man. Just continue to keep bringing that street heat, man, and dropping them hits, man. And much success to you and your whole movement, man.
Yeah, 10-17.
So, yeah, real quick before we go, next podcast I'm going to do, I got a fantasy football draft coming up tomorrow. We'll say Wednesday, right? So I got one coming up tomorrow, Thursday. I'm going to bring Keith with me. We're going to go up there and he's going to watch me work so he can get himself acclimated to how this fantasy stuff goes.
I'm excited.
And then we're going to do a pod, talking about some of our picks. And y'all can give me some feedback, what you think of my team. If anybody else is playing fantasy, I think I'm going to scale back this year. Like I said, I was in 11 leagues, 9 playoffs. In case I didn't mention that. So I'm going to scale back. I think I'm only do a couple of just money leagues. So, yeah, man, we're going to do another one tomorrow. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Trying to get these views up.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man, And other than that, man, y'all have a good night, man.
Yep. See you guys later.